Today I fucked up by forgetting to clear my search history when I was high. I know it may sound a little crazy, but hear me out. Throw away for what I hope are obvious reasons. Me and my Discord buddies got high one night and looked up any animal / dick just to see what we could find. I was doing most of the searching, and I forgot to open an incognito tab. We were really interested in the ducks for some reason. Here's a fun fact you didn't ask for: they're shaped like corkscrews. The next day, my cousins came over to my parents' place to hang out, and one of them, we'll call her SA, asked if she could use my laptop. I gave it to her, thinking she just wanted to play some flash games or whatever. Later, I went to the kitchen to get a snack. When I finished eating, I sat on the couch and saw my laptop open with duck dick in the search bar. I heard SA in my room, but I managed to chase her out. Unnecessary detail: I had some duck decoys sitting on a cooler next to my desk. That was 3 or 4 hours ago. She returned my laptop just an hour ago. The conversation went as follows: SA, holding out my laptop, so, ducks, am I right? Me, sorry. SA, shrugs, I just figured you like ducks. Me, panicking a little, I mean, I guess they're kinda cool. But what made you think I like ducks? SA, just a hunch. And then she walked off. She refuses to talk to me, even when I tried to explain myself. Which is fair, I'd do the same if I were her. I locked myself in my room, had a mini panic attack, and told my friends about the situation, all of them laughing at me. Who could blame them? Now, SA has started to quack at me for no reason. I would just be watching TV and she'd walk up to me, go quack, quack, and then leave. She's started to tell my other cousins about it, and I'm a little bit skeptical what her side of the story would be. Too long didn't read. I looked up duck dick when I was high and my cousins saw it. Edit, she found the post. Everyone say hello to SA, or u/stay safely at cake 314. You could try owning it, or just going to give her power if you react negatively. When you can go back to parks, say you're going to watch the ducks and wink. That is if you live near ducks. What are you doing, step cousin? Walk up to her and say, anime girls, am I right? Oh hey, this is about me. Hey Trevor, how's it going? Today I fucked up by thinking I had hurt myself from having sex. First, although sex is in the title, and many today I fucked ups have intimate details and sometimes seem like humble brags, this is not one of those posts. That sex happened is important to the story, but that's it. You're not going to find anything more than the phrase vanilla sex in here. If you're looking for sexy fun, try another post. On to the story. Currently, my wife and I do not have sex often. It's just where things are at the moment, no big deal. But last week, for whatever reason, my wife was more up for sex than usual. So who am I to look a gift vagina in the mouth? Ew, who says that? So over the course of 4 days, we had pretty vanilla sex 3 times. We did not do anything crazy. We didn't use bondage equipment, we didn't whip out an inflated sheep, and to be perfectly honest, I doubt any season lasted more than 15 minutes. The next day after the last session, I am sore. My lower back was sore, my abdomen was sore, just a lot down there. I find it weird and a little depressing. But I also recognize that I am a very out of shape almost 50-year-old guy, so maybe this is to be expected. The next day, Sunday I believe, I still hurt. It hasn't gotten better. Next day, it's worse, and I taken a leave for the pain. On the 3rd day I call in sick. Something is clearly not right. A muscle thing shouldn't get worse like this. My wife suggests I should go to urgent care. This was my dilemma. Do I really want to go to urgent care? I didn't really want to go, not because of embarrassment, but because of the level of injury I thought I had versus what my state is dealing with right now. Last I looked, my state is one of the worst numbers for COVID infections and deaths. All businesses are open, I think masks are only barely recommended, and it's just a clusterfuck. One of the major hospitals in my town has suspended all elective surgeries until sometime in January to keep beds open. I would not be surprised if that date gets extended. So I really didn't want to go. I suspect if I hadn't thought the the injury was from something else, and if it wasn't the shit show that is 2020, I might have gone in earlier. But I did not. I told my wife if it was worse tomorrow I would definitely go to urgent care. The next morning, as I roll out of bed screaming from the pain, I know where I am going next. I still think it's a weird muscle injury, but it is time to go. I get to urgent care, and the guy taps around on my abdomen, and finds a specific spot on my right side that causes incredible pain every time he pokes it. He basically stops and says I need to go to the ER. I go to the ER, and although I was second in line, everything felt like it took forever. I am guessing they were low on beds, because I traveled from the common waiting room to various places, CT scan, admittance, and something else. Each time I got to shuffle back to the waiting room, slump down in a chair, and try to find a way to not be completely miserable. At some point, things get real fuzzy here. I was told that my appendix needed to come out immediately. They get me in a bed, I sign all the forms, and off I go for my first operation ever. When I come out of the operation, they tell me that my appendix had an abscess, was gangrenous, and was perforated. I am assuming the perforation was on removal, but I am no doctor. I assumed this would be a 2-day thing. Surgery on Wednesday, out on Thursday. I get the impression that due to the state of my appendix, my recovery took much longer. At one point I puked up black stuff, that was scary as hell. After that they stuck a tube down my nose, so that was fun. It is now Saturday, that's right, I spent Christmas here, and I am told I may get to go home tomorrow. I feel that had I gone to urgent care days earlier, I wouldn't be sitting here now so miserable. TL, doctor, thought I hurt myself from sex, instead it was my appendix giving up on 2020 and trying to take me with it. Yikes, glad you caught that. Appendix going bad ain't no joke. Somehow you need to tie this into the sexy times. Damn girl, sex so good you exploded my appendix. Yeah, I am also very glad it was caught. Blow my mind like blew my appendix. Make me need to have surgery one more time. I am sure there are many more. I will keep working on it, thanks. Sorry this happened to you. Get better. Nobody is more sorry than me. I am definitely on the road to recovery. Thank you. A couple years ago my boyfriend at the time had trouble falling asleep one night. He was usually extremely stoic, ex-military, and could fall asleep in 3 seconds. When he came out from the bedroom a couple hours after going to bed saying his stomach hurt, I knew something was really terrible. I looked up the edit McBurney sign, the spot that appendicitis usually hurts at, and pushed on that spot. He nearly doubled over in pain. Told him we had to go to the ER immediately. We got there, he got to ultrasound, and they diagnosed him with appendicitis and said he had to have it out. The surgeon said that if he would have waited overnight he could have had a perforation like yours. Thankfully he did end up with only about a 2-day hospital stay. Appendicitis is nothing to mess with. Glad you're okay. Sucks about Christmas though. I hope your healthcare is affordable. Rest up in preparation for 2021 and GWS. My company offers pretty good insurance. Assuming the second stimulus actually goes through, I am hoping to apply that to medical bills. Thanks. I am absolutely trying to get better. I would have done the same thing. I've always heard that you vomit non-stop, so I wouldn't have gone until that started. It sounds like you had a close call. At least you went in, could have been much worse. Yeah, although it was a FU, I don't think I severely mishandled the situation. I do believe it was a close call, and I think you're right, it definitely could have ended up much worse. Today I fucked up by lending my husband's hairbrush to get ready for Christmas. You see, I'm actually pretty horrible with anything beauty related. Clothes, just pick what's at the top of my cupboard. Makeup, nah, had to take a course on that. Hair, well, it's straight and long. That's that. So today of all days I decided, let's look pretty for Christmas. I bought a dress, I bought some new makeup, and after taking a shower I had the glorious idea to blow dry my hair like they do at the hair salon. Can I borrow your round brush? My husband looked a bit perplexed, narrowed his eyes like he already knew something wasn't right, but Simple shrugged and said yes. Started to curl a strand of my hair with the brush until it stuck to the front of my head. Then I dried it with the blow dryer, just like they do at the hair salon. I happily told myself and tried to roll the brush back out. It was stuck. Not just a little bit, but extremely completely entangled stuck. I pulled at it like a toon. Nothing. I screamed for my husband, who ran to me and started laughing like mad. Google, how to get brush out of hair, I yelped. He did. We tried cream, oil, I disentangled some strands, I cried, laughed, cried. One of my kids came in and left with again after a very sorry or. After 20 minutes we decided to cut off the brush's pins. Didn't work either. So my husband cut off the hair and now I have about a day I fucked up a one-sided whatever you call it. Just in time for Christmas pictures and all the salons having closed due to corona. Too long didn't read. I used a round brush that was not suitable for my hair, got it completely entangled and had to cut it off in the end. Looks horrible. Now you have to edit your avatar. Here, edit, please add a hair option for this. When my sister was going to hair school she did something similar to a client, but it was more like 4 brushes. I'm not really sure what she was trying to do. But anyway, she got all the brushes stuck and that poor lady had to sit through agony while the teachers tried to get the brushes out. Sometimes when I go to the salon, they'll stick a bunch of round brushes in my hair once the hair is dry while they're blow drying it, so it'll give a gentle curl to the sections. They kind of use them like super temporary curlers. That's what I'm assuming she was trying to do. You have a nice style of writing and should consider authoring a book. Wow, thank you. Perhaps I will, now that I need to hide for the next months anyway. Smile. Absolutely perfect timing. At least you'll have a memorable Christmas story. True. I think my husband will never stop telling it. I would suggest that you Google how to blow dry long hair before doing that again. I have long hair myself, I've been there too.